He's got it! Finally! His suspicions are confirmed! Oh, this is creepy. What's happening? Nothing, no one there. You can't tell if it's real or not! What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, and today I'll be reacting to the Death Note episode 34. Now, the last episode I'm so happy with because I think I finally understand what's happening as it happens. Throughout the show, it's been very confusing and very sort of well written in just how they're using intellectual characters, and I felt like I've been playing catch up. They were laying out their plans, I could not follow it, and then when it happened, I finally got it. Last episode actually felt like I understood what was happening. Light has laid out his plan. We're in the final, basically. I think this is the final. Nier is in Japan. Everything is happening. It's going to be an intellectual battle between the two. Mello seems like he's kind of been forgotten. Now, Light has ordered Kiyomi to have 5 Death Note pages, and she's going to be the judge, and use Mikami as a misdirect. He's going to create a fake one and do who knows what with the actual one. He's going to pretend to keep writing stuff in the book to make it look legitimate. And Nier, from the last episode, has realized he has got the right one. He's going to arrest this guy and get the fake and fall into Light's trap. But we've still got like 4 episodes left after this, so there's room for 3 episodes left after this. So we've still got room for Nier to have a failure here and then build back up from it. So I think this episode will be a victory for Light, but ultimately with how it's placed, I think I'm still so firmly believing he will fail by the end of this. I need him to fail. I can't have him win at the end. Nier has to come out on top. I'm so ready for that to happen, but I feel like he will fail here, but I don't think it'll be the end. He will find some way to realize that this book is a fake. I can't figure out how he can realize that without testing it, but he will have something up his sleeve. He is the perfect legacy for L, and he's got this. I have no doubts. But then also in the last episode, we got to see kind of a heated battle between Misa and Kiyomi, and it was just fun to see how well Light has been able to manipulate both of them. They both think Light loves them. Of course, during the whole dinner, we get to see that Misa has got no memories, and Kiyomi believes that Light truly loves her instead because he told her he's Kira and not Misa. Of course, it's all dependent on Misa losing her memory, so it's not really Light doing anything there, it's just what they think from just events that have happened. So it's quite funny just seeing how pushed out Misa has become, and that Kiyomi is taking this more center stage as Light's goddess. But of course, it's all kind of flimsy. It's not like Light has planned for that. He doesn't love any of them, and I'm hoping that miscommunication can come to bite them in the butt at some point. Because Kiyomi is basically only doing this because, of course, she believes in Kira's ideology, but now she's added this extra thing where she believes that Kira does love her. So hopefully when she realizes that Kira only loves himself, that can do something, because she isn't as crazy as Misa. She wants love back. Misa was okay with being manipulated and not actually being in love. Well, she wants it and she'll do whatever to try and make Elle love her back, but she's okay with just doing whatever with the idea that Light could love her eventually. Kiyomi is not like that, so I'm hoping that there's something there where when she realizes that Kira only loves himself, she might have some falling out with him. That would be perfect. But yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel to grow. If you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon, the link will be in the description. Although I'm uploading these videos and the full reaction a week in advance. If that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. But with that said, let's just dive on in.
The winner?
This can't have been the decoy. There's no way for Kiyomi to see, like, the face. You sent a picture, that was what it was. Oh, come on. So it was Kiyomi, this was a fake. He sent a photo and he said the name. Wait, does that mean Kiyomi maybe took the ideal? Because if he only sent a photo, he didn't send a text. He only took a photo. So he's set the trap.
Well, now we know for sure.
Our next order of business is to get as close as possible.
You're not going to mention that he took a photo.
There's something we need to be careful of, and that is the being known as the Shinigami.
Ooh, we're actually planning on Ryuk?
And we'll warn him if it discovers we're following him.
But the Shinigami can only be seen by those people who have touched the notebook.
Yep, so how do you work with this?
Pretty difficult to be careful of something we can't even see.
We're gonna try, no matter how difficult.
I like that he's planning around this. How can you do this? Isn't it this smart that you can plan around the supernatural? This is something that L couldn't do.
The first thing that came to my mind was that they'd be able to communicate secretly by writing messages.
Smart, come on, Aizawa. He's getting smarter. He's getting on the same I guess. He's getting, yeah, not probably on the same level as L or Light or Nier, but he's getting smarter than the average person.
And all that's left is the bathroom.
Set up one secret camera, come on.
Why is Kira allowing these meetings in the first place?
Exactly.
Something just doesn't add up.
Because he is Kira, come on, Aizawa.
If they really are writing notes to each other,
remove notes.
There's only one way to prove it.
Okay, you left the dent in there. Interesting. So you're going to check to see if they use the notes at all.
Misa Amane yesterday.
About what?
Whoa, oh boy, Light's in trouble now.
Matsuda, is there some reason you're so happy about this?
Yeah, Matsuda, why?
Planning to announce her engagement to you during her appearance at the Pop Music Festival.
What is Misa to you, huh?
She thinks we're together because I haven't been able to break it to her yet, but she means nothing to me.
Yep, so how on earth do you do this?
Why pull a stunt like that? No, Takada, you're just as bad. Why are women like this?
Yay, so that whole meeting was against Light's wanted.
Why should I believe you?
She was in charge of killing before tea.
Are you going to say she lost her memory?
I had no choice but to take her as my partner. It's the only reason I would ever choose such an impulsive girl.
You wrote all of that very quickly.
So Misa was doing Kira's killings, but right now I'm the one doing it for.
So you're taking Misa's place.
Had no choice with Misa, but he chose me specially to.
You actually think you're special? Oh, that's so sad.
You're the only one for me? Is that supposed to be serious? I expected better from you, Light.
Very good, yay. We're breaking through. Can she go against him?
So which one do you think you'll pick? Amani or Takada?
Well, he could keep 2 times.
Matsuda, please, shut it.
You don't see any problem with that?
Hey, I'm not the one.
Will you two shut up?
Thank you. Good.
You're going to have to prove yourself from now on, Light, but I will trust you.
Making
Of
them
course, if I find out that you're lying, you'll pay dearly.
Oh.
I'll tell Kira about it.
Because of course, yep, the wiretaps be but she's taking that Kira place, so she could technically kill Light.
I can't help but hate Kira for choosing you as a spokesperson because it keeps us apart. I don't mind if he kills criminals, but we've done nothing wrong.
Of course, you realise this is only for the wiretaps, and he's writing something down. Yep. What's he written? What's he written? What's he written?
Yes, I want to be happy together with you, but that could only happen if Kira.
Is that what's on the note? I'm getting confused again.
You're right. If only Kira wasn't around.
This is all for the wiretaps, but then why write the note?
Should be arrested.
You're saying you're trying to convince her to your side? This is all for the wiretaps. This is all for the task force.
Wait a minute, Kiyomi. Do you seriously mean that?
And there's no emotion on his face to like react to this information properly.
If I'm going to arrest him, I'll need your help. You'll be putting yourself in danger.
It's only for the task force. That's what it's done. He's just telling her what to say on the notes.
We'll be going against Kira and the entire world as well. Are you sure that's okay?
I think it's tricky because with Light, you know everything's fake. With Kiyomi, you're not quite sure what's fake and not.
Just like you'd expect from our guy. He was able to move the conversation from cheating on Misa to getting Taki to help.
I'm so done with Matsuda. Aizawa, you're all I have left in faith for this task force. You've got this.
What's going on?
He was too far away for me to pick up his voice, but I recorded video of his lips moving.
Talking to a Shinigami. Unless he's crazy enough to talk to himself anyway.
This is it right here. He's saying something.
Show it to us one more time in slow motion.
He could just be crazy. Can you read lips from that distance?
Is that you, Shinigami? Is what he said.
You actually got that?
At this point, he talks to himself a little more. I'm gonna zoom in on his lips.
What can you get from this? What do you, I don't know if this is purposeful or not.
Shinigami
Why do you talk like this to Ryo?
handed me the notebook. He hasn't reappeared.
Okay, so he left. So
Ever since he handed me the notebook, he hasn't reappeared.
so he's talking to himself. So Ryuka's not there. So he's talking to no one.
He was given the notebook by one of the Shinigami. But it seems that Shinigami hasn't been following him.
So what is he talking to then? Unless he really was just talking to himself. Can you trust that though? I don't know.
Man, things got pretty intense today, don't you think? It's tough to do this for hours on end.
Yeah, you really look like you're suffering.
I really don't like Matsuda anymore. It's getting to the final. Everything feels so intense and Matsuda is just Matsuda.
You know, I feel kind of bad that Aizawa's stuck with booking the hotel and checking out every time.
Now Aizawa can go find the notepad and actually see that he's been doing stuff. He can confirm his suspicions. Finally, come on. Find the notepad. But how can you check? Because it was a dent on the back of it.
It's gone. The mark I left is gone.
So yeah, well, I don't see how that would mean much. Does that mean they took the paper from beneath it then?
I left 4 marks. 2 of them are gone.
So you know which notepads they used?
Room's been left just as it was. Housekeeping hasn't come in yet.
You know you can't trust Light. He was doing something secretive.
Why would anyone switch these 2 notepads for new ones?
Because they were used.
They're writing notes.
And he's got it! Finally! His suspicions are confirmed. Oh, I'm so happy.
What's that? You want to meet and talk with Nier in person?
Really? Would Nier allow that? Oh, wait, you are? Okay, straight away, doing it, yay!
Mr. Aizawa, it's been a while.
Can you see that he's a kid? What was your reaction to that going to be?
He doesn't have any weapons or cameras on him.
In that case, you're free to take off your blindfold.
And react to this being a kid.
Nier, I believe what you said earlier.
I love it. He doesn't even focus on the fact that he's a kid. He just sees his genius.
They are passing notes to each other. I confirmed it.
Mr. Aizawa, please don't take any unnecessary actions on your own.
don't want him. What can you do here?
I must corner him in a dead end with a plan that would guarantee his defeat.
Yes, so this, while it is confirmation that Light is Kira, you can't do anything yet.
You and the rest of the task force are already out of the picture. However,
That's
if
sad.
you still want to help, all I want you to do is keep an eye on him as you've been doing.
I'm glad that he basically just straight up says that the task force is useless.
In fact, I've already taken it into account as part of my
Oh,
plan.
look, he's made little models.
That's why I'm hoping you can help me in that.
And one for Mello with the scar as well.
I want you to be a witness to the end of Kira.
Very good. So that means you want him to stay alive. That's good. Aizawa, you've got this. I like that they just straight out say that the task force is literally no longer needed because it is that useless. But Aizawa is now in the know. So that is excellent. He just has to stay alive.
We hope you all enjoy the show.
All right, the pop music festival's about to begin.
Matsuda, shouldn't you be checking over the reports on...
I don't like Matsuda. He's so distracted. He's barely focused on this. He's not serious. I liked him at the start, but this has gotten far more intense that it doesn't merge well with his personality anymore.
Can we help you?
Oh, this is creepy. What's happening?
We're from the SPK. We'll need you to come with us.
What can you do with Misa? What can you do with her? She doesn't have memory. She can't kill you.
But it seems that this year's opening act, Miss Misa Amane, has not entered the concert hall yet.
You're kidnapping her? You're taking her away?
Of course, many unexpected things
What's
can
going
happen
on?
at the pop
Mogi
music
didn't tell us anything about this.
But this is Nir's doing. This is what Nir's wanting to do. Okay.
What is this? Are you trying to ruin my reputation?
And that's what she cares about.
You've got to try and stay calm.
Mochi, what should I?
What can Mogi do though? What can he do?
You should know that I was going to take you at gunpoint as a last resort, but you didn't resist.
Okay, good. Yay. Mogi
I
trusts
probably would have
Aizawa.
resisted if I hadn't listened to what Aizawa told me, but after hearing about the notepads...
There we go. He's on Aizawa's side. Yay. Okay, so the whole so at least half the task force is turning against Light. Good. Can the same be said for Matsuda? Can you tell him? I don't think you can. You probably can't even trust him.
We have a problem. Mogi and Misa Amane have gone missing.
I'm already aware of that. I was the one who took them into custody.
You're setting up your own plan here. What are you doing?
Near.
Fun, yeah.
Kidnapping is a blatant criminal act.
They went... No, you can't say they went willingly.
Actually, Mr. Mogi and Amane both came here willingly.
Hey,
You can even
you
ask
can't-
them yourself.
It was going to be a gunpoint, but I guess that makes this easier.
I'm told that Nier is detaining you. He said that you both agreed to it. Is that true?
Yeah, so it's not a crime.
Actually, I was against the whole thing, but Mochi said it would be best if I just went along quietly. He told me we would have both been killed if I didn't.
Okay, what's Nir's game here? Why kidnap them?
So now I've removed Misa Amane, the one who might be the second Kira from the equation.
The one who might... Yeah, technically, but you know about the other one.
I'm sure the significance of this move isn't lost on you.
Yep, it's big, but Misa's kind of meaningless at this point.
It's past 9. All right, it's my turn.
And you're going to take care of the other Kira, ex-Kira, please? But he can still kill you with just looking at you. How can you detain him? He talks to himself. There isn't a Shinigami here, hopefully, unless he's figured out some way to trick you. He could have tricked you. Ryuk could be right here and could be telling him everything, and he just talks to himself like a crazy person.
He always goes to that particular gym every Monday and Thursday at around 9 o'clock, is that correct?
Best place to ambush him and get the death note.
Giovanni, would it be possible for you to touch the notebook on the 31st at the gym?
Oh, is that your plan? You're not going to actually take the notebook, but you're just going to have him touch it so we can see a Shinigami. But no Shinigami's there. Plus, it's also a fake notebook.
Sir, if there is a Shinigami with him, there's a distinct possibility that I will die, isn't there?
Are you okay with that?
Even if you don't see any Shinigami after first touching the notebook, I want you to continue watching Mikami for a while longer before we conclude whether or not he has one following him.
But again, if it's a fake notebook, it can't do anything. How can you test if you can actually see one or not?
No, I understand. I'll do it.
I do love the SPK members. They are brilliant. I feel like he's just going to walk in and you're going to die. You'd hear the door go, right?
If there's a Shinigami around, no. If there was one, I'd be dead. It's too late to turn back now. I have to touch it.
But then if it's a fake one, it will do nothing. You just have to touch it. You just have to touch it. And now what? I don't want to see Ryuk just hovering over him. How can this episode end? What can it do? I feel like it's going to end. It's going to have to. No reaction. No big... Nothing, no one there. You can't tell if it's real or not! Okay, nothing here, but still, it could just be the decoy.
Seated and touching the notebook. I can't confirm the existence of any Shinigami at this time.
It could be a fake book, though.
According to your investigation and the rules of the notebook, how long can a person be controlled before their death?
Based on the data we got from Yotsuba's experiments, it's 23 days.
So there's a limit.
Giovanni is already being controlled. In that case, they could be making him say that there is no Shinigami.
That's a good point.
I need to confront Elle in exactly 24 days. If Giovanni is still alive until then.
Okay, it has been set. Because yeah, it just cut from him touching the book to in the car. So he could have had an interaction with Mikami by then. We see, did he actually do anything? Are we seeing this?
I want to see the pattern in how Mikami writes, if there are any habits, and what kind of notebook it is.
Interesting. So you could analyze if it could be a fake or something, because that looks very detailed. That could be... How could that be the fake? It's so detailed. This can't be the decoy, surely.
The handwriting matches that of the records Mikami keeps as prosecutor. There's absolutely no doubt. This is his handwriting.
Yeah, but is it the book?
With this, we can do it.
I mean, he seems confident, but I don't feel so confident. Okay, so this episode steps back into more confusing territory. You have Nier getting a plan. It didn't go exactly how I thought it would. So he's waiting to arrest Mikami or do something there because he has to confirm the existence of a Shinigami that could kill them. So he's making sure it's safe and that you can actually take him out. That's good. But again, you have no way of confirming if this is the real notebook. You have no way of confirming if the SPK member can see the Shinigami, because it could be a fake one. But then surely, but then again, the guy is completely insane. He could have written all of that as a decoy. The only thing Nier can get from that and confirm is it's his handwriting. That's what you can get. You can't confirm if that's a real Death Note. So there's so many things in play right now. We still haven't seen the result of Light's little gambit here with using a fake Death Note. Nier's also now taken these detained Mogi and Misa, so that is something. Again, Misa was useless. She can do anything at this point anyway, but it's a big move. It's showing that Nier's getting closer. It's not like saying that he's actually done anything. He's saying he's getting close. It's basically it's like a warning shot. But if anything, that also takes care of Light's problem where Misa can no longer announce an engagement, so that's kind of good for him. But then I guess the other big thing from this episode is that Aizawa has now confirmed it. He's confirmed that Light is sending notes, and he now believes that Light is Kira. So happy about that. He deserves to finally get it right. And I do like that he's now kind of working with Nier, but he got flat out told that the task force is done. It's not going to do anything. You may have devoted a lot of time and years to this, but it's not going to do anything at all. Light has it completely under his control. The other two, Matsuda is completely useless. The friend, the other guy, don't really know much about him. But ultimately, the task force can do absolutely nothing, and now Aizawa has realized that. He's been told it, so now he's got an actual job that he can put some time into and actually have value out of it. He's giving an eye on Light and can be a witness. So I'm just trying to wrap my head around everything that this did and just trying to figure out where things are going. Light and Kiyomi, they're setting something up, which I don't know what they're doing. Mikami is just being watched, but we don't know if he actually knows about it or not, because we haven't seen Ryuk. We have no idea where Ryuk is. So that is a variable that we just can't sort of rely on. I do like how the conflict has become fully about the people. I think at the start of this show, it did feel like Ryuk had a huge part in this, just from his presence alone and how weird he was. Now it really feels like he's got nothing to do, and it's quite nice. It makes him perfectly the audience member he's meant to be. He is not involved at all. It is just between the humans, and that's really quite nice. But yeah, there's just so much going on, and I'm just trying to wrap my head around it, but it's so difficult. I feel like Light and Nier are both in good positions respectively. Nier's got his eye on Mikami, he's got Misa, he's got Aizawa on his side, while Light has got Kiyomi. I don't know if he knows about what's happening with Mikami, but again, it's just you got that fake notebook thing happening. We don't know if Kiyomi actually has. No, because he took a photo, so this is definitely the fake. It's got to be the fake one. He took a photo. Mikami took a photo of the guy that died. It's got to be the decoy that the SPK member found. That's a decoy. He can't actually see. This means bad things happening. And we didn't actually see if Mikami found the SPK member and has ordered them to die in so many days, but a timer has been set. So, assuming that the Death Note that we've been following here was the decoy, that would essentially mean Kiyomi now has the Death Note, or at least 5 pages of it, and she's the one doing things. Mikami is sending photos to her, so whether or not he got a photo of the SPK member is what we have to worry about. We did not see them interact, but I feel like we are missing some time there. I feel like something could have happened there. We see him in the locker room, then in his car. Things could have happened in between that. So if this is the decoy, he has no power and he can't see a Shinigami, meaning there probably is one there, and Ryuk is probably still with the crazy guy who talks to himself. And it does sound like a good trap. Why would this guy talk to himself in the middle of nowhere, or at work? It seems odd, but the guy is odd. But again, we don't see that he makes a habit of talking to himself. So to say that this is the one-off time that he is talking to himself makes it seem like he is talking to someone. It isn't just a random quirk he has. He was talking to Ryuk, but making it seem like he wasn't talking to him. it was bait and they fell for it. So he does not have the death note. It is a fake that they found. It's insanely detailed, but it's what they found. They've learned that they know about his handwriting now, but it's still all very confusing to me. There's still so much happening, so many variables. This is a lot of setup, and it's so tricky to follow because so much is happening between both sides. But again, I think I am disappointed. Mello did absolutely nothing. I think they're building something with him because we get to see that he's got a little figure that Nier's made. So Nier clearly has a plan for Mello, but all he was doing was listening to a bug in Misa's room. Now he can't get anything from that because Misa's been detained. Then right at the end, we also see the one flashback sequence where he's making the figures. It happens to be Mello's. He's going to be doing something. We just have no idea what yet. To begin with then, I am back to being lost and confused, but I'm happy with it. I think this episode was really fun to watch, and it is just always fun watching these plans get laid out and little things happening, which is just very tricky to follow, because the payoff is always insane. So I can't wait to see how this will end up, just how all these pieces will fall into place. I just think last episode was easier to see the pieces fall into place. This one, they're setting up for something big. Last episode, you had Light sort of set the plan and the trap. Here, now it's going back and forth. Both of them have set something up, and it's very difficult to figure out what's going to be happening between them. There's so many variables involved. It's so tricky to try and remember which things are happening, and because there's so many little details. And the biggest one was just Mikami using the phone to take a picture before the guy died. So that means it has to be a decoy. It has to be a decoy. There's no way it can't be. Why do you need to take a picture if it wasn't? But yeah, looking fully at Light in this episode then, and I think we didn't see a lot of him, but we got to see him sort of scramble a little bit with the whole Misa situation. First hearing about her going to announce an engagement, that would be tricky, and then him lying to Kiyomi, talking about how they can finally be happy together, all of that rubbish that he doesn't believe in because he's just in love with himself. So again, it's him being manipulative and him actually doing so well at it. It's annoying to see, but you gotta give him credit that he is just wonderful at manipulating people this well. I truly hope that his downfall comes from within and other people, because it feels poetic in that way. He has been manipulating people for so long. Nier feels right to take him down, but you also want him to fall by the people around him because of how he's been using them this entire time. The task force, Misa, kind of. Kiyomi, kind of again, because they're supporting him. But you hope that it's going to have to be some fault on his own. He's narcissistic. He's blind to so many things because he thinks he's perfect. It's got to be a fault within him that eventually does him in. Then Nier, I think, got the most of this episode seeing his side of the plan functioning. He's focusing on the Death Note and how that's working because he needs to get that pinned down. Of course, I still think that how many Death Notes are there right now? I think there's 2. You had Light's, then you have Rem's, and then you have Misa's. Light's original one has gone back to Sido, so that's gone. So you're left with Rem's and Misa's. So there's 2 out there, but we only are talking about 1. So that's very tricky to figure out. Task Force have lost theirs. Mikami had one, and I'm assuming Light keeps one spare. So Mikami's one, that's also gone somewhere we can't quite know. There's a lot of confusing things, but basically Nier, following him, he's focusing on the Death Note and what he's seen from Mikami. That's his focus. But of course, it all depends on that Death Note being real. And I don't think it is. That was a decoy. Otherwise, Mikami would have no sort of need to take a photo of the guy, unless he's some like creep that wants to record all the people he kills with a photo, not just the name. But he took a photo, sent it to Kiyomi, I would assume, and she wrote the name down. That's gotta be it. And then the guy died. And he wrote the name down too to make it look like he did it. Now they're following him, and he knows they're following him, and he's probably captured that SPK member and has sentenced him to death in a certain amount of time, but Nier is prepared for that, so that's what we see there. So while the guy might be walking to his death, at least Nier is prepared in some way. And I think it's just nice seeing sort of Nier in action again, because he is becoming such a great sort of successor to L in challenging Kira. I love the moves he makes. He hasn't shown his face to Kira, like L did, because that was probably the boldest move L made, but he's now taken Misa and Mogi and detained them. It's a warning shot. He's saying he's this close. I've detained these people, that's what I can do, and I'm coming for you next. So yeah, then Mikami, he's definitely just sort of playing with the SPK investigators at this point. I do think, right, he took a photo. It's a fake book. That photo, the guy that died, who was harassing a woman, Kiyomi killed him. He took the photo, sent it to Kiyomi because it was on that phone that he has for Kiyomi. She killed him. He wrote the name down. He died. But he wrote the name in a fake notebook. Because of course, I don't think we're actually going to see when he did do the fake stuff. He's already ripped out pages. We've seen that. So obviously something's happened. It's already been done. So this is fake. The SPK member can't see Shinigami still because it was a fake notebook that he touched. That means there probably is a Shinigami there and alerting Mikami. And that means Ryuk is there. That's what he's doing. But no one can see him, and there's no one that can confirm it. So if he is there, he would have warned Mikami, and they would have gone in. I do not think we got the full scene there. It went from the SPK member in the locker room to the car. A lot can happen between that. I think Mikami was alerted by Ryuk and he did something, but Nier is prepared. So that is good, but it means Mikami is still this wildcard player that we still don't really know fully about what they're capable of because he's using the fake one. We can't really... I feel like I'm certain about it now, so he might not be that big of a threat, but then if he is got the fake one, where's the real one and why would Ryuk be hanging around a fake one? It's very confusing. But it means that what Nier has gotten is a fake notebook, and it means that the guy who found it is probably going to die and can't actually see Shinigami at all. Then Kiyomi. I think we saw a bit of pushback from her in this episode, which I'm very happy about, because she was talking with Light and doing her regular stuff, but she was talking about Misa and how Kira and the whole love aspect thing, which was good. She wants to live happily ever after with Kira/Light. Yes, blah, 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 blah. She loves him, but she's questioning if Light loves her back. Of course, I think Light puts on a good show, but I'm really hoping that she didn't buy it. It took a while. She was hesitant. I think she likes the idea of it, but maybe not fully believing in it yet. Because I've got to remember, she isn't like Misa. She's not crazy and insane like that. She's got to not be head over heels for Light. She's going to have reservations. She's a regular person. And she's dealing with someone like Light who you can never fully trust, no matter what, because they only love themselves. And I'm hoping that she is not blinded by love like Misa is and can actually see the narcissism in him. But of course, she'll play along for the time being. She has her 5 pages. She's going to continue stuff. So you have a countdown on both sides. Light with the 5 pages, and now Nier with 24 days until his SPK agent dies. So a lot has to happen in that time for this final battle to fully unfold. And I just hope there's something that Kiyomi can do against Light, considering she is just a normal person that sort of idolizes what Kira is in that mission and the idea. I don't truly believe she is in love with Light because she is different from Misa. That is the big thing. She is not Misa. She's not a clone of her. She is just a normal person who agrees with what Kira's doing, found Kira and is working with him, but she's still normal underneath it all. But yeah, then I want to talk about Aizawa. So happy that he was able to realize it for himself. He set a trap and he was able to confirm it for himself. Of course, it means nothing to Nier because he's already confirmed it, but at least it's good for Aizawa. He's been told that the task force is completely useless and not even a player in this chess game anymore. And it's good just to rip the plaster off from that, because why make it more painful for him? He knows they're useless now and he can just be a witness. He can stay safe and all he has to do is sit back and watch. Perfectly fine with that. That means he shouldn't die. And I just like how he was able to confirm it. He messed with the notepads, knew that they brought new ones, and he was able to confirm it for himself. He is proven to be the smartest member of the task force. Of course, yes, it's a bit late, but it was good. It's nice development for him. And I'm just glad that we've had that happen, and now he can just sit back, watch, and kind of relax a little bit, knowing that Nier has got it too. It's going to be fine. All Aizawa has to do is watch. Also just thinking about Misa, and yeah, she definitely has been pushed completely to the sidelines now. She has been captured and it really doesn't mean a lot for Light's plan, basically, because that's how pushed to the side she is. If it was Kiyomi that they managed to capture, that would have been kind of detrimental-ish, maybe, but it was Misa. No memories, can't do anything, it's basically just to send a message. So I like how that basically just, again, it shows that she is nothing to this anymore. She's lost her memory, she has been replaced by Kiyomi. Light barely cares about her, he doesn't even have to worry about her anymore. If he wanted to, he could just kill her and nothing would change. It all depends on how confident he is in being able to defeat Nier. But yeah, then Mello, who again is absent from this episode. I feel like there is setup for him with the little figures that Nier has made. There was emphasis on his one. So I'm guessing that he's going to have some kind of relevancy in the next couple episodes. But again, it feels too little too late. He's meant to be the equivalent. He's meant to be like on the same level as Nier because they are both 2 L's. But he's not here. He's not doing anything. He was relying on a bug in Misa's room, which is now going to get absolutely nothing because she's not going to be there. So I am wondering how he will come back and play a role in the final. But again, I think even if he does, it's not going to feel sort of satisfying because he hasn't been able to do much because this is just rushed right past him. Like, I really can't figure out how he can catch up to Nier and have a kind of impactful role in this because Nier's basically got it himself. He's done it. It doesn't feel like a competition between Mello and Nier anymore. Nier has won flat out overall. That's it. As for what's next, I would assume we are continuing in this quite slow-paced, watching Nier and Light battle it out with the Battle of Wits, seeing their next move play out. I do think the SPK member is compromised and probably going to die because, of course, that Death Note had to be a fake. And that means Ryuk would be there and warning Mikami. But Nier has prepared for that. I want to know what his next goal to do is, because I don't know. If he's assuming it's fake, well, no, if he's assuming that his guy's compromised, what can he do after that? What can he do with that information? It's all a matter of time, so he really has to make a new plan to do something with Light and get able to... I still don't know what his goal is. Is it just to confront him? Like, what do you do? Is it to arrest him? How do you do that? You know where he is, you know who he is, want to just walk in and get him. But again, you have to wonder about where the Death Note is, so there's 2 variables going on. You need to find the actual Death Note, you need to find and capture Light. There's a lot happening. It's very confusing. And I'm just excited to see what will happen in the next episode with how Nier does have to bring this all together in the end. Overall though, this episode was very good. I think my favourite part is just that Aizawa has been able to figure it out. After so long of watching him be so close to the truth, he's finally got it. Then on top of all of that, just seeing everything else go on with Mikami with the SPK, it feels intense. We're so building up to the final. Matsuda feels just so out of place right now. The intensity of this is insane, and we only have 3 episodes left. It just feels so crazy to think that they're going to come face to face very soon. The final has been set up so well, and I just can't wait to see how it does all end up. Because the feeling is there, the tone is there, they've got it. I can't wait to see just what this payoff is going to be. How can Nier finally get light, get the Death Note, and actually solve this all completely, so there isn't another Kira afterwards? How can he actually defeat Light once and for all? But yeah, with that said, that does bring me to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments, and with that, I will see you in the next one for episode 35. See ya!